Hello everyone, my name is Umar Ahmed and this is my YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing great and having a good and healthier life. So as I informed in the last video that I will be coming up with a very interesting topic, and that is the life and experience of people of student actually who came to Germany, and what are their views about and what are the experience they have up till now and what they faced, the pros and cons. They will be telling you each and everything, and also in the end they will be suggesting you or maybe giving you an advice for upcoming students who want to or who already applied or who want to come to Germany for study visas. So they will be telling and sharing their experience. So without further wasting the time, let's go and see what they have to say. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I hope you all will be doing fine. My name is Saida Rubab Heather and I'm currently residing in Offenbach, Germany. I'm grateful to Umar Ahmed for providing me this platform to talk about an important issue, that is student life in Germany. I came to Germany in October 2016 to study Masters in Road to Democracy from University of Siegen. The issues which I faced during my student visa process were not many. There were mainly two challenges. There is one was related to the opening of the bank account, and the other one was related to IELTS. The bank account opening wasn't an easy process, and back at that time we had to send all the documents along with the bank statements and proof of the income and all this stuff manually through courier services. I had sent the documents, and unfortunately after a month I received rejection from that bank, so I had to run to another bank and request them to open my bank account on urgent basis. The other challenge is related to the IELTS test. My university didn't require any test, but embassy asked me at the last moment to provide the IELTS test because they were not I don't know why they were not satisfied with the language. And the amazing part was that before my IELTS result came, I had received the visa from the embassy. So these were the main two challenges which were very painful and tough at that moment. The next question is why Germany? Because the course to which I applied was very unique, and it was related to my bachelor's studies, and I'm also I am and I was interested in politics. I am a social and political activist, and I was part of the leading political party at that time, that is Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. So I found the course Road to Democracy very interesting, and I applied here. Another reason was that there was no tuition fee, so it was easier for the students like me from the developing countries to come and study here and just to pay for the accommodation and traveling stuff. How I found Germany when I arrived here is that is a tough question. That's because I found it very unusual, because of the language barriers, and people were respectful towards immigrants, towards foreign students, but they were not very welcoming towards other cultures, as we have seen in other countries like US and UK or Canada, where there is an environment for multiculturalism, which is not the case in Germany. It was a weird experience, and I would say a depressing one, especially in the winters when you don't have a social life and you wear a scarf, and you don't speak the native language. It's very tough for you to survive in the initial years. But as the time passed by, I found German people very liberal, very respectful towards other nationalities, though they are a bit conservative regarding their culture, regarding their language, regarding their lifestyle, and they really want other people to learn German culture and language. But they won't disrespect you for that case, or they'll always support you in your rightful demands. So I have found German people liberal conservative, I would say. Conservative in certain sense and liberal in other sense, as I've explained. When it comes to the rights of other people, or when it comes to law, German people are very liberal, but when it comes to culture, language, and others related sociological terms or sociological things, they are a bit conservative. I would like to advise the incoming people that or the incoming students, that they should learn ABC of German language. They should learn, they must know initial or basics of the language. They should be prepared to abide by the law, and they should not be worried much about here, because everything goes by the book, by what's defined in the law. But they should be prepared to deal with a lot of paper or clerical stuff, because German officials love to send you letters or love to document your each and every step. As far as the jobs are concerned, it's not that difficult to find one, but it depends on your skills and your language abilities. So yeah, if you know the basic German, you can survive in the German society. I wish.
Hello everyone, this is Mohammed Zia, and today I am going to give a small introduction about myself, and this video is about why I came to Germany, what are the experiences during this student visa that I faced, and what are the advices that I will preview or I will give to my audience. First of all, let me give a little bit introduction about myself. I am Mohammed Zia, and currently I am a master student in Hochschule Bremerhaven, and I am doing my masters in embedded system design. That is again a field, one of the fields in the electrical engineering or the embedded software programming. So I came to know that one of my friend, Umar Ahmed, is doing surveys or researching about the experiences, the pitfalls, and the entire journey about the student who is coming to Germany and pursuing their master's or bachelor's here. So the first question was that why I chose Germany and why not any other country? For obvious reasons, that it is very budget oriented. The entire process was very streamlined, whether it was starting from the very scratch, finding the universities from dart.de, or applying in the universities itself. And above all, the university fees, or the percentage of amount that we have to give in terms of the studies, was very much in accordance of what I was seeing in the entire package. Apart from that, everybody knows that Germany is very much famous from the engineering point of view, because many big companies that is known worldwide and that is international by now, for example Siemens, or Mitsubishi, many other companies have their hub here in Germany. So it was an obvious reason. and I have been here in Germany. I came for the masters last year in 2019 February, but before that I have been here once more back in 2017 for some of my training reasons on a job from Pakistan. Then I traveled here. So then I just experienced the ambience, the background, the layout on which the entire Deutsch uh, working methodology works on. So I loved it very much. So the challenges that I faced during the entire procedure were not so harsh. I applied for kind of like 3 universities, though it was a bit of very sort of a you can say a very you have to be really patient about when you apply in a university. I applied in 3 universities, got admission in every one of that, but that's not a norm. Usually it's not a norm that you apply in all the universities and you have been selected. That's how I hear it. But for me, I was lucky enough to get admission in all 3 of them. The main thing that I have focused on was my profile, as I have been instructed by my seniors and what I have learned from the forums. So after keeping that in mind, I have made my profile. Profile means the CV, the cover letter, and the motivation letter, and I have applied in different universities according to what I wanted. I was selected by Hochschule Bremerhaven, by Technische Universität Chemnitz, if I'm not pronouncing it wrong, and the other one I think was from Darmstadt, I guess. I chose to come here in Bremerhaven because I have been told that's a very nice city and it's very affordable according to the student point of view. So that's why I have selected it. As far as visa is concerned, the main challenge was to fulfill the 10,300, that's something amount to be blocked, the blocked amount. Then with the help of my parents and my saving, I just able to achieve that. After that, I just applied a very formal procedure that the German embassy has, followed all the instruction, and I just landed on a very good mark. Everything was so streamlined. After that, the first very experience in Germany was back in 2017. As I told you, I came here for a couple of trainings from my job there in Pakistan. So first I was working as a industrial automation engineer, so I came here for Procter and Gamble. I have a few trainings here in 2017. I was here till from the mid of 2017 till the very start. I left in January 2018. So after that, the experience was very nice. I had a couple of trainings, I learned a lot, and then I made my mind. When I went back, I said, oh, now I am missing Germany actually, and I really want to go back. And the best way is to start with some knowledge that will allow me, knowledge in a kind of a degree or something that will allow me to interculate or mingle myself with the culture here in Germany. So I opted for student visa, and then now it's been an year that I have again in Germany, and my experiences are getting much better day by day. They were fantastic from the very start, and now they have been getting better and better. One thing I would mention here, that what I have seen, that if you have that positiveness inside and if you see things by the benefits they can provide you, like the positiveness. So positiveness attract positiveness. So I have been helped a lot by Germans or by any other nationality who is living over here as a cosmopolitan or metropolitan environment of Germany. Everybody is so helping. There's always some the other face of the coins that everyone have to follow. But till far, out of 100, 99% of times, I have been helped, I have been given a chance, and I think that's the brilliant thing of Germany. That is very remarkable. So the entire experience is far much better than what I heard about many other countries, which have a very high stream budgets attached to them when it comes with study. If you take Australia, or if you take Canada, or if you take London even, the starting mark point would be somewhere in Pakistani rupees. If I just measure them, they would be starting from above 20 lakh or something, very initial fees. So everything was so well maintained. The first experiences were way more positive. The outcomes were really beneficial, and I have been learning a lot. I have learned a lot. The experiences are turning golden day by day. Thanks to everybody who have helped me by far in this journey of mine. International student, talking about the jobs ratio of international students, I haven't heard of any of the students who have been here and who tried actually to find a job after they have completed degree or midway into their degrees. They can get internships, they can get a work student job, that is also the student job. For I know the domain from the domain of my studies, that is programming or embedded systems. But I have seen people growing over here, and they have this enormous amount of research institute, which we have faced kind of like a recession in lockdown due to corona. But if you wholeheartedly try for a job, you can land on one. I have seen people finding a job not with so much difficulty. Yes, you have to apply for kind of like 60 plus jobs, but at the end, if your profile matches exactly of what you want, how you want, where you want, so you can land on one of a very good job. So that's not very difficult. I don't say it's very easy, because answering these questions would be like that it's just a statement, just a difference between a person to person, how a person about how he sees about landing on a job. So from my side, I would advise you that do work on your German very well. Doesn't matter in which domain you are falling, but if you are more toward MBA related studies or business studies, or the studies which dealt or with an application under the spectrum of public relations, in which you have to communicate and you have to be in contact with public, so please be well prepared with the German language, at least at B1 level, because you need to communicate on your job. So in landing a job, the language will help you very well. Apart from that, I have seen people coming here directly on job visa from Pakistan or from other countries like India, Nepal, Bangladesh, or like other countries. But that's not a very difficult thing here in Deutschland, literally. If you want to mark on a job, and if you really want to step ahead in your career, Germany is a very nice place to start. I know there is a language barrier, and many people find it difficult to interlink themselves with Deutsch or German language, but everything has a has some good or the drawbacks of coming to a place. So I won't say that it's a drawback. You really need to know, if you are opting Germany, then you should opt the language, German language first. The advice um, which I will give to the students would be pretty much that please work on your language. Please work on your language. Do not pay any fees to consultant. We have groups on Facebook for student association. We have files over there. The entire community is very well managed over there. You can find, I have taken each and every help by myself from internet or from that group on Facebook. I think the name is Student Association, somewhat like that. I don't really remember, but it's been very famous among Pakistani students. I'm from Pakistan, so I can only tell about the things which are famous or which are considered as a kind of heritage for the students to get their assistance from. So that Facebook group, the people over there, they are very helping, and the files and the database that they have is very much refined, and they try to include things on a very continuous basis. They try to upgrade it. So my advice is, please don't pay to any consultant. Don't go for the unnecessary payments that are kind of like just forced on you by that consultants. Be very optimistic. The process might not be very easy. You won't find it very easy, but believe me, taking admission in Germany is not difficult too. If you have that, again I will say, if you have that positive attitude, and if you mark on few universities with a very good profile, you have to work on your profile. So please, first thing is learn German before coming over here. Try to give exam or try to learn till ASY, which is A2 level, and try to find out about the courses that you wanted or you are interested in. You can find the help from dat.de about the courses, and if you want to see about the visa requirements, try to follow pakistandiplo.de. That's the authentic website of the German embassy, German mission in Pakistan. Apart from that, I wish you very good luck. I wish that this video, if it is even 1% beneficial for someone, thank you Umar Ahmed for giving this chance of sharing my experience or my words with you and with other people. Thank you very much. Hope you all do great and have a very great career ahead. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patience, for listening me. Bye bye.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abdul Muqeet Waheed, and I am a student at Hochschule Ashmal Khalidin. I'm doing my master's here. I'm doing master's in mechatronics and robotics engineering, and I am originally from Pakistan. And I would like to thank Umar Ahmed for giving me this opportunity to speak about my experiences of how I came, why I decided to study in Germany, about my first experience, and about the type of the challenges which I faced, and an introduction in general. Thank you very much, Umar Ahmed. So I'd like to speak about my experience of why I chose Germany. The first reason being is that there are no tuition fees in Germany, so that is a very big reason for a student to go to a place where there are no tuition fees, so he does not have to worry about paying tuition fees and stuff. So that was the first most reason. And the second thing is the quality of education is also very exceptional. It's very good comparatively, and moreover, it is overall a very nice place. It is in the center of Europe, so whoever who is fond of traveling like me can actually go to other countries very easily rather than going to Canada or maybe America. It's a little difficult from there to go to other countries, as it's quite easier in Germany. So the challenge which I faced in my student visa process was actually the challenge of getting an appointment in the embassy. I'm from Pakistan, and it is a little difficult to get an appointment in the embassy, in the German embassy. So that takes quite a long time, and that's a little tricky process as well when you have to apply in order to get an appointment at the right time. So that's a little difficult, but a lot difficult, I'd say. So that was the most difficult process, part of the process which I went through. And so my first experience in Germany was not very nice. So the person was supposed to receive me didn't show up, but I somehow managed. And afterwards, in the first 2 3 days, I realized that it's a very beautiful country with very organized system, and that is something that impressed me the most. So I like this thing overall. My first experience, the first few hours were not very nice, but afterwards, first 2 3 days were really good. So overall experience was nice. And I think as an international student here in Germany, it's a little difficult to get job. Not very difficult, but a little difficult because of the language barrier. So if you have, so sometimes it becomes a little difficult when you go to a company for, let's say, for the job, and you say something in English and they don't understand. So it's a little difficult for them to understand if you're the right candidate or not, and for you also to understand if that's the right company for me or not. So I think because of the language barrier, it's a little difficult. And the advice which I'd like to give to the students who will be coming in the next semester, maybe want to come afterwards, I'd say that try to learn at least basic German so that you may communicate, so you may not be blind, so that you may enjoy the life here. When you walk across the street and you can't even read the signs, it becomes very difficult. Life becomes difficult there. So at least learning language till A2 or B1 will be a very great thing. So B1 is something which I'd recommend to the students who will be coming here. And moreover, get yourself mentally ready that life is good here, but it's challenging as well. So get ready for the challenges, and it's overall it's a fantastic time here. I'm spending fantastic time here, and overall life is great in Germany. That's all from my side. Thank you for listening to me.
Hi, my name is Asif Hussain. I live in Hamburg, Germany. So I study in Hamburg University of Technology, which is also called as TUHH. So I study mechanical engineering and management here. So I will be sharing my experiences of Germany, and thanks to Umar Ahmed that I want to share my experience through his platform. So why did I choose Germany at the first place? Because I think for my background, which is mechanical engineering, I think for my background it is convenient for me to develop my career here, and that's why I have choose Germany to enhance my career here. And second of all, how did I get here, or how was the visa or the procedure regarding the university application? So I would suggest from my experience that just search for the universities from your side, and then you just choose the subject and the universities and apply there. So there will be more paperwork, like you have to wait for some time. I think it's during this corona situation, like there are many it will take more time than before, but however, if you just wait and properly apply for the procedure, then it will be easier for you to get the admission. And after getting the admission, I think it's the hardest part, that you have to apply for visa. And when you are applying for visa, you have to block your actually bank account in Germany. The amount is maybe, I think right now is 10,332 euro. So you have to block that amount, and after blocking that amount, you have to wait. You will get called by the visa office there, and then I think if you can answer all the questions which visa officer will ask you, then you will be easy to go. and after coming to Germany, the hardest part is finding apartment. It's really hard. So you have to be prepared for it. You have to be prepared before coming here to have an apartment. So when I came here, with my friends. So we want a apartment where we can share our rooms, as a shared apartment. So what we have done, we have directly mailed to the university, and then the university office has given us an address where we then mailed there, and then they give us a house, or where we can rent the house. After that, coming here, the studies are pretty hard. I would say it's you have to be very, very careful about the studies, and you have to be very, very attentive to the classes, so that you don't miss any important information from the class. And it's also important for your exams also. And if you from my experience, I can say, if you want to live here, then it's very costly. I live in Hamburg, so it's around 600 euro that I have to bear every month. And I have to pay 110 euro for health insurance, and I pay around 306 euro for apartment. So it may vary from city to city, but it is costly and you have to bear it. So for earning this amount of money, you can find you have to find job here. If you don't find any job regarding according to your background, you can then try to find any job, odd jobs, in restaurant, or maybe in Amazon, or maybe in other areas. So I would suggest that it would be better to be to get what can I say, you can apply to an agency, student agency. They are not fraud, and they are where I choose students, and they are very, very much helpful to the students. So they will provide jobs if they have available. So it is better. You will be you don't have to be thinking about your salary, whether you are getting the salary or not every month. They will give you salary. And yeah, and if you want to find your job in your background, maybe engineering or any other studies, I will highly recommend you to learn German from the very beginning. You want to come here from the very beginning. You decided that you will be coming here, because from my experience, here people speak English and understand English also, but they want the job field and their environment to be in Deutsch, in German. And that's why I'm also learning German. And right now I'm also working. I'm working right now 2 jobs. I'm also work through the student agency, and also work in my university as a research assistant. So from my experience as a research assistant, I can say you have to be you need to show your professor that you can produce not produce you can actually have a good amount of work, and you can do the necessary things that they are doing. They will have some project, and you have to be very effective to their project, and you have to show that what kind of knowledge do you have previously. And sometimes it's easy to get the research assistant job, but sometimes it's very hard. It depends on the vacancies. And last of all, if you want to come to Germany, I will suggest that you should prepare yourself. You should prepare yourself like any other country. If you want to go to Canada or USA, you will be preparing yourself for certain types of papers, or certain types of cultural differences. So I think it's very important to have that kind of preparation. And apart from this, like, how do I feel here? I will say, for me, I find it I find it very much convenient for the international students, because this place is the Germany gives Germany gives, I think, ample opportunities to the students. So I think it's not a bad choice. And yeah, I think, like, if you think, like, yeah, you want to enhance your you want to improve your career in Germany, then you can choose here. And yeah, that would be my suggestion. And thank you for listening.